Hi there, Dr. Craig from Elevate Chiropractic. One of the best things you can do for your body is to simply go for a walk. In today's video, I'm going to show you 5 simple tips that you can use to get more out of your walks. So we all know that walking is good for us. And as with most things in life, there is a good and a bad way of doing things. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 simple tips that you can use to get more bang for your buck from your walks. So let's go and have a look. So tip number 1 is to change the surface that you walk on. One of my favorite quotes is, your body will get really good at what it needs to get good at. If you walk on flat concrete constantly, your body is going to get really good at walking on flat concrete. But if you then challenge the system by, say, going for a walk on an uneven field, you're going to run the risk of spraining an ankle or tweaking something. So a simple way around this, which is great for your function of your feet and your ankles, is to change the surface that you walk on. So go for a walk on concrete, walk on grass, walk on a field, on the sand, on dirt, walk over rocks. All these things are going to challenge the sensors and the stability of your ankles and feet, and ultimately it's going to give you stronger feet, more sensation from your feet to your brain, and a better functioning body. So tip number 2 is to wear minimal shoes. I'm a big fan of minimal shoes, especially ones that allow your feet to bend and move like they would do naturally. Often if we put on big thick padded shoes, it's going to limit the movement of the feet, which is going to limit their ability to function like they should do. So where possible, I always advise to wear minimal shoes. However, it's important to realize that some people need to have that support if they have foot problems. So if that's you, make sure that you do have the support that you require. However, if you can, try and at least try out some minimal shoes, but just be aware that it's not one of those things where you can just chuck out all your old shoes and suddenly wear minimal shoes. It's worth building up to it so that you can make sure that you don't get any injuries. So tip number 3, we want to change the speed that you walk at. We also want to change whether you're walking up or down hills or on the flat ground. Again, this follows on from our first tip. You just want to change what you're doing so you're not just doing the same thing all the time. So make sure you walk fast and then have some periods where you're walking slow. A little exciting thing to try is to try and walk silently, make no sound at all. You'll be amazed how much concentration is required in order to make no sound at all. So give it a go. It's a fun thing to try. Just with walking up and down hills, just be careful. If you have a back injury, depends on what the cause of your problem is. You may find that walking either uphill or downhill will make that worse. So obviously we don't want to aggravate your back, so just be aware of that. But by all means, change your speed, so walk fast, walk slow, walk silently, and then walk uphill or walk downhill. So tip number 4 is to set a goal and then track and record your progress. So obviously it's great to have a goal, whether that's a big one, to walk a half marathon, walk 5, 10Ks, whatever that may be. But it's good to have a goal to aim for. But more importantly, we want to track our progress and we want to record our progress. So wearing like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or using your phone pedometer, great. It's a great way to know how far you've been walking, but we want to record that. There was a study done and they found that men and women walked 15% more when they tracked their progress, but also wrote it down and recorded it, than people who just simply tracked it just to see how far they had gone. So a simple tip is to make sure that you can track how far you're walking, but make sure you write it down. So our 5th and final tip is to maintain good posture when we're walking. Often we'll find that we'll slouch down or look at our phones or something like that, but we want to try and keep our posture nice and neutral, our chest up, shoulders back and down, head nice and tall, feet pointing straight ahead, so that we're in a nice, efficient, neutral posture. A little tip with this, if we go into this rounded position, okay, and try and take a big breath in and see how it feels and see how much breath you can get in. Now we want to open up our chest, go into this nice open posture, take a big breath and just see how much more oxygen you can get in. It is really a simple demonstration, but really effective. So simply when you're out walking, just try and think about maintaining a nice, tall, good posture. So there you have my 5 tips on how to get more out of your walks. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'll do my best to answer those for you. But I'm pretty sure that if you put a few of these into practice, your body will thank you for it.